Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I want to talk about something that I've just more or less aped into. Aped into is really a bad term because I ape into meme coins quite consistently. I'm always trying to diversify, but something more importantly is I'm always on the lookout for other blockchains that are on the move, what's hot, what's not. Because if we're going to make gains in this space, we need to know what's upcoming, what's new, and what's kind of passed by. With all of that being said, normally when I come across something like this, it's run a little bit, it's got some major listings, if not all major listings, it's quite substantial, it's got a lot of holders, and the market cap is pretty big. What we're going to be talking about here has got a low market cap. It was literally just launched this month. It hasn't really done anything, it hasn't got any major listings, and it's just got so much potential. I come from the decentralized space. I come from a blockchain that has risen from the ashes of a crash. I specifically got involved in crypto to help people that got wrecked by this crash. When I found out about the SafeMoon, that whole situation that panned out for those people, something I realized back then is something must have formed from that crash. There must be something that's going to rise up from the ashes. And there is. And that's called Operation Phoenix. And like I said, I've aped into this. I'm not going to lie to you. I've thrown $1,000 in. For some people, you're probably scoffing, you're probably laughing. For me, it's enough, okay? I'm not rich, I don't have anything substantial like some people to get involved with things like this. So $1,000 on me is quite a lot. When I was looking at this, I didn't hesitate. Normally I hesitate with these things, but I just didn't because, like I said, I come from the decentralized space. I come from a blockchain that's risen from the ashes of one of the biggest crashes in crypto. This spoke to my heart. For a split second, it was just calling to me. Now, with all of this being said, right, there's a lot packed into this very early stage blockchain that's been launched. And the reason why I'm saying blockchain is because specifically this is an L1 blockchain. It's got its own DEX, it's got its own native staking, you've got a launchpad coming, you've got an NFT launchpad coming, you've got a wallet on the way. It's got all of the things that something that could be big in the future, for example, do similar to what SafeMoon did, but don't mess it up this time. It's got a lot packed into it. And like I said, I aped in, I got around $1,000 worth, and I chucked that straight into stake, and I chucked that straight into a 30-day lockup, and I'm getting 50% APY back on that investment at the moment. For me, this is definitely early doors. Like I said, we no major exchanges, no major listings anywhere. It's so new, it's just got on Gecko Terminal. Now, normally with this, you would sit and you would say to yourself, well, you know, could be a little bit dodgy. 90% of things in crypto are dodgy. What I like to see with projects like this is audits, and they're audited by Assured DeFi. And I think this is a really, really good thing for any project out there, having KYC being known so everybody can be held accountable. It's all there and it's all available. Gives a definitive layer of security and it looks good, right? And as this thing starts to grow and more people get involved, it just looks better and better and better, because normally this sort of stuff, it all comes later along with all of the different utilities and products that they're going to be providing. For me, there's a lot going on here. So what I want to take a quick look at is the white paper with you folks, because this is what sold me. This is what I got invested in it for. The prepaid card's going to be a very interesting aspect of this. Everybody's looking for real world utilities, be that using the actual coin to just buy everyday items or being able to transact in some way that you can do it. A lot of people take their gains, they have to do different things with it to get it to a point where they can use it in the real world. So having prepaid cards as a part of Operation Phoenix is going to be absolutely groundbreaking. I got mine through the DEX. I used my MetaMask, I swapped some BNB over, and it was a really simple process, and it was cheap as well. Now, with the lockup, like I said, this is a really good way of doing things. For me, you need options. If anything, they should chuck a third option in it. That's just my opinion. If you're doing 14 to 30, why not reduce that down to another one, provide a 7-day all of the options are open in these kind of situations. And normally, I would say, and it's going to be down to, this is a community-led operation that has risen from the ashes of a crash. This is going to be a lot of mature people that are all set on one thing, and that is making this thing great again. So you're going to see a lot of coverage with this. You're going to see a lot of different people talking about this. With the Launchpad is going to come access to lots of different things, including all of the different YouTubers that are going to be providing coverage on this, and AMA, CEX listings, KYC and audit provided by Operation Phoenix. So you're not going to realistically see any junk projects launched on here. You're going to see a very refined launching system that brings the best. And that's what we want to see. We want to see the KYC. We want to see all of these different things. Having the wallet is going to be good. This is going to be really good for them. Being a decentralized chain, you need all of your own bells and whistles. The LUNC chain is suffering so badly with this, to a point where we don't even have a token factory. We don't have good on-chain swapping, and we're really struggling as a layer 1 chain because it's already blown up. It's already done everything it's got to do. So at this point, we've just got a load of layer 2s that are not doing anything for the chain, but just simply making sure that their different dexes benefit or their different swap systems benefit, but the chain, not so much. With a project like this, that's not going to be the case, because from day one, they've provided the bells, they've provided the whistles. So everything's going to be built and branched from all of the different bells and whistles that are provided. And then once again, seeing a totally refined system. So like I said, this was all really calling out to me, and I was thinking, oh, you know, it's going to be a really substantial supply, and it's not. It's 100 million tokens. And the majority is locked up. I think it's like 40% of them are locked up already. 100 million tokens is such a good circulating supply. A lot of different supplies for good tokens out there have been based on this amount. There is a sell tax, there is a buy tax. For me, I'm going to be holding for a while. So that's not really going to bother me too much. And the fact that it goes back into Operation Phoenix, into the marketing, which is so important. It's something that LUNC suffers from badly. Not enough reach, not enough engagement, not enough crawling out there and having all of these different people talk about it, unless they've got different YouTubers who are dieharders that just support it until the very death, like myself. Like I said, this is all part of a community, right, that is risen from the ashes. This is really strong stuff. Everything was really easy for me. Normally, it's all complex. As you got to do all of these different things and ring your cat's auntie's fella's uncle and ask him for his seed phrase to his turtles, dogs, aunties, vivariums, bloody fishes, cortexes. It gets crazy. This was really easy for me. It was even easier because I use MetaMask a lot just to go in and lock up my coins into staking. It was so easy. 2 different options, 14 and 30 day. Really good to see that. And like I said, I got mine through MetaMask connected to their DEX, and it was just as easy as going. The fees were nothing. I didn't even notice it. For me, like I said, this is going to be a long-term hold. It's something I'm going to be looking at a lot, going to be seeing all of the different launches, and I'm going to be excited, counting my thumbs as they start to rack off all of the different DEX listings. Because if we're looking, like I said, low market cap, low holders, good circulating supply, KYC, it's audited, it's got all of the bells and whistles, and normally things like this are going to struggle with coverage, with reach, with just people talking about it. Operation Phoenix is not. It comes from a community that has been through this all before. This is just like the LUNC community suddenly deciding to themselves, well, we're going to create a new blockchain and we're going to take all of the good people with us. It's that kind of situation. So like I said, it's always good to diversify. We shouldn't be 100% invested in anything. And this is what I keep saying to my community about getting listed on as many different exchanges as possible, having assets spread out and just diversifying, because you don't know what's coming in the crypto bull run. But what I do know is something like this that's just launched, it's got no listings, right? It's going to do substantially well in the bull run if it's got a good team behind it, if it's got all of the hallmark characteristics that a good blockchain has. And this definitely does. And like I said, the KYC goes a long way. All of the socials, it goes a long way. The utilities being there to begin with goes a long way. Folks, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave links to everything that we've spoken about here in the description. Let me know what you think. For me, like I said, this was like seeing the LUNC chain all over again. You may not see the same thing here. You might see a piece of junk. Honestly, it's my own personal opinion. I'm hoping this is going to pan out for me in the long run, considering that anything that I've got involved in way down the line had already run like 50, 60, 100,000%. And it's like, I want to get involved in these things. Sleuth work, check it out, tick all of the boxes. And if it's good, I'm normally going to be getting involved with it. Folks, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.